Here's how I lost everything 3 times over and still became successful. Alhamdulillah. So my name is Marwan Dawaibi, for those who don't know me, and I'm a sales coach. I started my journey in sales and entrepreneurship at a very young age. Alhamdulillah, I come from a family of entrepreneurs and I'm the youngest of 3 brothers. So I got to experience business and sales at the age of 14. Now, growing up in Libya, I became quite entrepreneurial by myself. I wanted to get involved in restaurants, cafes, side hustles, flipping things, selling and buying, so on and so forth. But my real calamity started when I faced a family emergency with my other brother. He was dealing with a life-threatening situation and my entire family went bankrupt. We went from a high situation to a low situation very fast. But alhamdulillah, through that experience, I learned a ton of lessons. But most importantly, I learned that tawakkul is the only thing that you need when dealing with calamities. You need to rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, regardless of what any other person tells you. I had doctors telling me that my brother wasn't going to survive the life-threatening situation that he was in. And subhanallah, Allah had a different plan for him. But I realized there that my family went from a financially capable situation to a financially broken situation. And it taught us as a family to come together and to continue to work on the business ideas that we had. Alhamdulillah, got myself back on my feet within the year. Now, the second situation that happened to me was diving into business with my best friend at the time. And I invested over 50K with him while also being engaged to get married, subhanallah. So I had that pressure of wanting to get married at the age of 21 and I went into business with my best friend. So basically the story is he took the money that I invested with him and he dipped, right? He ghosted and left me to figure out everything myself. Alhamdulillah, that was also a massive turning point for me because there I realized that when you come to Allah with a humble, vulnerable heart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not turn you back without giving you what you need and what you want. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me more than what I asked for, subhanAllah. That was the second moment where I lost everything. The third moment is when I came to the UK and I got involved in Forex and crypto and the digital marketing space. I invested a lot of money that put me in a bad situation after some bad investments happened. After those experiences, I decided to get into the charity sector. Alhamdulillah, I went on 6 different deployments where I got to see the real world, right? What real people are going through out there. The thing I took from that the most was extreme gratitude and conviction with what you have right now. Regardless of what challenge or scenario you're going through in your life, akhi, you are so blessed. Somebody out there across the globe is literally making dua and praying for your problems. Your problems. That's somebody else's dream. So be grateful, right? And I learned those lessons through doing charity work. After that, I came home and I decided to get into the space of, podcasting, youth work, building a charity with my family. And alhamdulillah, it was an incredible experience. I got to learn a lot of public relations skills. I got to do many different events with many speakers like Sheikh Mohammed Hablous, Akhi Ayman, Sheikh Sajid Umar, Sheikh Jamal Abdul Nasser, and many other speakers. Alhamdulillah, this shaped my experience when it came to collaborating with people at a high level. Now, I've spoken in many different stages in front of tens of thousands of people, and each time that I step on stage, I learn something new about myself and how I can operate as a professional. Shortly after that, I got into the space of high ticket sales by a good friend of mine named Ayoub Al-Eshi. And honestly, I was flabbergasted by seeing the lifestyle, right? I got to see Ayoub's lifestyle of being completely remote, literally traveling whenever he wanted to, pulling out the laptop, doing XYZ. And I decided, Ayoub, it's time for me to get into high ticket sales. It's time for me to make a lot of money in here. I'm ready to rock and roll because I really loved sales. Every business experience that I've ever had in my life, I worked with my family and I was the sales guy. I was the guy bringing the deals. I was the guy learning on how we can scale the business and how we can bring more money to the table through the restaurants, the cafes, the security companies, so on and so forth. Alhamdulillah, I decided that high ticket sales was my next chapter. Now, I really enjoyed getting into high ticket sales because I got to go through the student process all over again, going through studying and learning different mechanisms on how you can really bring a deal that's high ticket to the table and close that deal. Shortly after that, myself and Ayoub decided to build the beautiful Rizq Rise. Alhamdulillah, what an absolute pleasure it's been to really establish a place for Muslims. And this has always been a dream for myself and for Ayoub, to bring a place for Muslims to actually have not only a skill set, but an actual community of like-minded Muslims without any fitna, without any haram, without any BS, right? Place that is valuable for Muslim men to grow, to establish themselves, to work on their leadership, their fitness, their physique, their manhood, their mindset, their sales, and most importantly, their money within the platform as well, so they can go out there and do the things that they desire to do, inshallah. inshallah. So we started off with Rizq Rise. Now Rizq Rise was an absolute incredible journey from day one. Myself and Ayub, I remember mapping out everything from A to Z, really getting excited about the vision, the mission, and everything in between. And shortly after we launched, right, seeing a lot of brothers come in, wanting to get into the high ticket sales space, but most importantly, wanting to practice their deen, where they weren't tied down to a 9 to 5, where they had the flexibility to go out there, get the job done, work from their laptop, regardless of where they are in the world, and still make a ton of money while being a practicing Muslim. Alhamdulillah, right? We've had so many success stories, from brother Umar all the way from Hong Kong, to brother Yusuf, who's been in the corporate space for 10 years, to brother Muhammad Abu Salama, who came in, learned the core foundation of sales, established himself inside the fitness space, and actually launched his own fitness program, and currently looking to open a gym, inshallah ta'ala, to leave a place for the Muslims to become physically strong while practicing their deen. There's so many success stories that I can share with you guys of people that came in here, established themselves, built the mindset of a winner, and now doing productive, great things with their life. For alhamdulillah, I'm honored and I'm extremely privileged to be a part of, the Rizq Rise launch and everything that we're planning. We're really, really excited about what's to come. We're on this trip right now in Morocco, just for those who are watching this, and we're literally planning out the entire 2025 plan for Rizq Rise. The retreats, the events, the collaborations, the business trainings, everything that we're planning is going to upskill the community on a wide scale. Now look, if you've related to my story in any shape, way, or form, I'd appreciate if we can connect. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like. Catch me on the other social media platforms such as Instagram, LinkedIn, so on and so forth. And if you want to plug into the system that we've created for the Muslims when it comes to high ticket sales, then make sure to book a call down below, the link down below. Myself and my team will be in touch and we'll see if you're a good fit. With that being said, if you guys want more content just like this, make sure you guys follow for more. Assalamu alaikum.